Welcome. Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Chelsea. I am an intuitive, I am a mentor, and I am the founder of Amara Ritual. I share messages for what many of us are experiencing at this time. I'm seeing it's like things are being magnified and intensified and boiling over. Everything is coming up to the surface to be seen. Everything. Collectively and personally. And it's intensifying. It's intensifying. And no longer can we be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. No longer can we pretend, no longer can we ignore, no longer can we look away in every aspect of life. Of every aspect of life. And if it's not soul fulfilling, it's not going to work anymore. You know? If it's not soul fulfilling, it's not going to work anymore. It's almost like I'm seeing this image of someone wearing this sweater. This sweater is way too tight. It's tiny. But this sweater, they've had this sweater for years. It's their favorite sweater. They've even washed it too many times and it shrank in the wash and they just can't let this sweater go, but it's time. It's time. We have to take off what we have outgrown. Right? And so this process, yes, we've been moving through it for years, but this process is intensifying and no longer, at least for myself, and I know others that I've talked to, no longer can we be 1 foot in and 1 foot out in certain areas of our lives. You know, I speak a lot about being the bridge. A lot of us are here to be the bridge. A lot of us are these volunteer souls who are here at this time to literally be the bridge between the old ways of being and the new ways of being. That's why for so many of us it's felt so uncomfortable. You may not have felt like you fit in. You may have looked at things from a perspective of why are things like this? This doesn't make sense to me. It's because you were never meant to fit in. We were never meant to fit into a mold. We were meant to be here in order to help create the new. Yeah. And that's uncomfortable. I don't care who you ask. Yes, it can be exciting. Yes, it can be intense. Yes, in many times of our lives we felt out of place. Yes, in many times of our lives we maybe couldn't relate to many people around us. Yes, many times of our lives things could feel draining or overwhelming. It could feel like something was wrong with us, but no. We are here as the bridge, but no longer, right? It felt like for many years we were kind of dancing between worlds, right? It was like, at least for my own process, through my own process of becoming, right? When I talk about becoming, I talk about remembering who we are. This process of allowing everything to fall away, that is not in alignment with our soul. That is not in alignment with who we truly are, with who we're becoming, the sticky, icky layers. Right? This process of unbecoming, technically, to everything that we truly are. But in this process, I think a lot of us have been kind of dancing between worlds, right? and now no longer. It feels there's a level of discomfort. There's a level of fatigue. There's a level of feeling like so not in resonance with certain things. There's my cat, Lily. That it's becoming so uncomfortable and sometimes even unbearable to be in spaces and places and in ways of relating that I think a lot of us can no longer dance between worlds. We are now meant to be here. Here. I'm seeing an image of like, we're being picked up. They're like, no. Here. No more playing small. No more pretending. Right? I've done that in my life. I've pretended just to fit in over here. No. Now it's time. There's really no going back. Like, you've come this far. We have come this far. And this is the evolution. This is the revolution. This is it. This is it. We're in it. It's not coming. It's not like it's somewhere outside. It's here and it's now and it's happening through us, right? So something that I've been really moving through, and I know a lot of people that I talk to, it's really becoming like there's no in between anymore. And if it's not soul fulfilling, it's not going to work anymore. And those feelings are really intensifying. Something that happens when we embody more of our soul, when we embody more of this heart consciousness, when we do the healing, when our awareness expands, right? Our perspective of life completely changes. It's literally, life gets flipped upside down, and the way that you saw it or interacted with it, one aspect or in one part of your life, is now completely different. And so when we evolve within, yes, we outgrow many aspects of life. We outgrow the sweater. This is normal, right? But it doesn't deny the discomfort that comes along with it, right? Lil. She's saying it. Even my cat right now is meowing to go outside. She's meowing to break free, right? In a metaphor. But there is this really, really intensification of things that are no longer in resonance with who we've become or who we are becoming. They will either want to shift, transform, fall away, right? And we can talk about this, we can conceptualize it, we can feel it, and we can know it. But what do we do? It's a completely different story to be in the experience of it. And I know that sometimes when things want to shift and change and we don't necessarily know the how, there can feel this, it's almost like this daunting feeling of like, where do I go next, right? Like, how do I do this? Because often when we're changing and transforming at such a rapid pace and so quick, right? It's not just affecting one area of our life, it's affecting all aspects of our life. And so follow those feelings, follow those knowings. Now is the time. Now is the time, even if it's just one baby step every single day. This doesn't mean you have to set fire to your whole life. No. Right? But truly, now is the time where a lot of people are going to start asking themselves these questions, right? A lot of people are going to be shifting jobs, shifting careers, or wanting to, changing relationships, moving, thinking about all of these things, putting things in perspective, right? Going through life experiences that bring them into their heart, that bring them into their soul, right? This is happening. And it's going to continue happening through so many people. Just like it's happened and is happening through so many of us. So, yeah, as we move into this season of spring, like I know for myself, really being called to ground, to simplify, to do less in order to be a greater capacity of what I am here to do, of what I am here to experience. And I keep getting the insight, like, we need to focus on what we're creating. We're going from here, and they're like placing us here. Right? To focus on what we are creating. Allow that to inspire you. Allow that to inspire us. It doesn't mean that, we won't have challenges in life, we won't have hardships in life or go through ups and downs. But the way that we move through life is completely changing. The way that we create, we are becoming. Like, we've always been energetic, but the capacity for us to hold higher frequencies and energies in our body now, to walk through this reality, is completely shifting in how we create with life. It's quickening, right? It's shifting. And our inner world is the basis of our outer world, right? So we need to become, like, I'm seeing someone with the sword, like our swords of discernment, especially right now. The amount of information, the amount of shifts and changes, the amount of corruption, the amount of just devastation we're seeing around the world, the amount of what a lot of people are moving through personally. So many people are going through huge personal experiences, dark nights of the soul, collective dark night of the soul, right? No one is immune to that. I've walked through many. You, if you're still watching this and relate to what I'm speaking on, you've probably walked through many initiations, right? But what happens once you've been initiated? What happens once we've been initiated? There's an opportunity to step into our power. There's opportunity to allow that to crack our hearts open. And who we become through that process, right? So now is the time. Think about all that we've walked through the past few years, the past 5 years, 10 years. All of that was not for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. It was for this right now. We use our swords of discernment, and I know for myself, it's simplifying, it's getting clear. I'm going to put my energy over here. I'm going to get curious about what I want to explore. If I don't know what that is, I'm going to take daily action or weekly action towards what is over here, what I'm stepping into, what I've become. Baby steps, right? We are relearning how to walk and talk, so baby steps through this process. And if you're anything like me, you may be surrounded by people who might not understand. You might be surrounded by people who might judge you, who might not know the experience of what you're going through or be able to quite relate. But there are many, 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 many people, many of us out here who do, right? And if you are looking for support, you can reach out to me. You can book a session with me. You can reach out to others that you know, because please know that you are not walking this path alone. We are not walking this path alone. That's coming through very, very, very strong. I know that our individualized experiences can feel very much so individualized, but we are not walking this path alone. And remember, We got to remember to find our joy at this time. I was given this rock from my old meditation teacher. I haven't meditated with him in years, but he gifted me this rock, and it was given to him 40 years ago by the Dalai Lama. And when I hold it, I feel immense joy. My heart, and I feel immense joy. It makes me laugh when I hold it. It makes me giggle. This energy is coming through, and it feels very grounding. And I think that this energy is really wanting to come through at this time. Yeah. It's really important. It's very, very, very important. And we are balancing out the scales. So while all of this happens, while so many people awaken to the truth, while so much is being unveiled, while so much is crumbling around us, we are creating the new. And if it's not soul fulfilling, it's not going to work anymore.